Welcome to Tran Plays Prophecy of Pendor. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, but I have not played Warband in years. So I'm gonna be super rusty, I'm probably gonna get owned. I'm gonna start with the highest difficulty, but there's a good chance I'm gonna tone it down, and I don't know if I have the patience to edit an entire Warband campaign for publication. Welcome, adventurer, to the Prophecy of Pendor. Before beginning the game, you must create your character. Be very careful, adventurer. Your background choices here will forever impact your options and opportunities in Pendor. Select your character's gender. You were born years ago and reside now in the land of Barclay, far to the west and south of Pendor. Your father was... a former knight. When you were a child, your father earned a respectable living as a master-at-arms in Barclay, hiring out to those who could pay for his services. He had great skill with a sword. Patiently, he taught you all he knew, and you became capable with both sword and lance. He was rough, callous, but fair. Your mother was a minor noble from Pendor who spoke very little of her past, though she did let on that she met your father when he rescued her from kidnappers. Your father spoke only once of the knighthood order to which he belonged, then only said that it had been outlawed by order of the former king of Sarleon. He refused to answer your many questions about his deeds or even the name of the order, saying only that he preferred not to speak of it. In your youth, you had very little idle time, as your father... We will be, as a knight, he will have wanted us to serve a minor noble to progress our reputation. As a boy growing out of childhood, you were sent to live in the court of one of the many minor outlying baronies in Barclay. There, your first lessons were in humility, as you waited upon the lords and ladies of the household. From their chess games, their gossip, and their poems of great deeds and courtly love, you quickly began to learn of the conflicts of adult life and competition. You learned even more from the rough games of other children, who fought with sticks in imitation of their elders' sword battles. Then, after what seemed an eternity, your life changed. You were given the opportunity to become a squire. Though the distinction felt sudden to you, somewhere along the way you had become a man, and the whole world seemed to change around you. When you were named squire to a noble at court, you practiced with weapons for long hours, learning how to give hard knocks without hesitation and take them with fortitude. You were instructed in your obligations to your lord, and your duties to those who would one day be your vassals. In addition to learning the chivalric ideal, you also learned about the less attractive side of the noble life. From old warriors' stories of ruthless power politics, betrayals, and usurpations, of men who used guile as well as valor to achieve their aims. But as the fates would have it, everything in your world changed suddenly. You had no choice but to leave the lands of Barclay and strike out for Pendor because... you received a message that your father has died. His death was swift and violent at the hands of an unknown assailant. The message you received afterwards from your mother was vague and confusing. In it, she warned you that your father's enemies were seeking both her demise and your own. She advised you to flee from Barclay and travel to Pendor. Only there would you be beyond the reach of these knaves. She stated that she had to go into hiding and that she would be safe, not to worry about her. She gifted you your father's sword, a family heirloom with which you could defend both your honor and your life. So with a heavy heart, you booked passage to Pendor. You board the ship and settle in.
You have set sail for Pendor.
Thank you, champion, for heeding my call and returning to Pendor. More than ever, we desperately need your aid. Pendor has fractured into factions yet again, just as we need union most desperately. New enemies have invaded us, and old ones have returned in force. We are poised to seek out the evil goddess Azedahaka and destroy her once and for all. On behalf of the people of Pendor, my champion, will you once again take up the sword?
That voice acting came out of nowhere. Will probably be this little dragon thing here. Yeah, I don't see anything else that I'd want to pick right now. I will, however, allow myself to have save options, even though the enemy AI is at its best both in combat and on the strategic map. Tran. No, I didn't really pick those options looking for the perfect skill set or anything. I just wanted to have that as my character's backstory. So we'll go ahead and level up. Let's see, we got trainer. Prisoner management is supposed to help us capture enemy lords. It says by 5% each. We'll get that as well. Surgery. Got trainer. And we'll do athletics. As for our skills, I'm not really sure what would be the best. Looks like we have firearms in this game, so I probably won't do archery or crossbow for now. I usually use two-handed weapons or pole arms, but for this, since I'm very, very rusty, I'm going to go with one-handed and a shield. Adjust your character's face using the buttons and the sliders. To rotate the head, click on it and drag the mouse. Oh, this is going to take me a while, isn't it? Alright, I think that's good enough. By the grace of the divine, you arrive in Pendor, a land plagued by constant strife for over 150 years. You have accepted a daunting challenge to stave off the influence of evil, reunite the warring factions of the Old Kingdom, and create a new possibility for Pendor, as echoed by the mad wanderer Madigan. These are dangerous lands, where many powers, great and small, vie against one another for supremacy. Here you will find honor and nobility, but also deceit and skullduggery. There'll be valorous knights and black-hearted assassins. You will leave your past behind to start a new life. Pendor is not your typical medieval country. Women and men have equal chances of success and failure in Pendor. If you succeed, you will create another destiny, a new possibility in the infinite dimensions of reality. Your choices may create a new thread in the weave for the Oracle to choose, and offer the possibility that your actions may save us all. Drawn by the stories you hear about Pendor and its kingdoms, I don't know the difference of any of these. I've never played the Prophecy of Pendor before, so we will just pick the top one. You travel through the Ravenstern highlands, exposed to bitter winds and snow, with a backdrop of howling wolves. Much of the land here is frozen solid for part of the year, but Ravenstern's forests are rich with fur-bearing game, and the river teems with fish. Miners wrest iron from the unyielding mountains. The riches of the land draw traders, but the traders in turn draw bandits. Mist mountain raiders, mounted on shaggy horses, watch the passage of your caravan from a snowy ridge, but luckily don't attack. You are glad when the spires of the town of Ravenstern come into view. Alright, let's make a save. How do I do that? We'll call this Origin. Okay. Welcome to the Prophecy of Pendor 3.9. This mod is designed for the experienced player who has mastered the fundamentals of combat. This mod is not designed to be easy. For those of you who are ready for this experience, we hope you enjoy POP. No subsequent or previous modification of this work has been authorized and all intellectual rights are reserved. Alright, well, let's go get our teeth kicked in at the tournament, because I don't remember how to play. I don't have enough renown, never mind. Let's see here. Let's enter the arena.
Hello, my lord.
Good day, friend. If you come to watch the tournaments, you came in vain. There will be a tournament here anytime soon. Tournaments? So they hold tournaments here? Yes, but only distinguished fighters can join. You should see this place during one of the tournament fights. Everyone from the town and nearby villages come here. The crowd becomes mad with excitement. Anyway, as I said, there won't be an event here soon, so there isn't much to see. Except there's an official duel every now and then, and of course we have melee fights almost every day. Tell me about the fights. The fighters and knights get bored waiting for the next tournament, so they have invented the training melee. It is a simple idea, really. Fighters jump into the arena with a weapon. There are no rules, no teams, everyone beats at each other until there's only one fighter left. Sounds like fun, eh? Can I join? Haha, you would have to be out of your mind not to, of course. The melee fights are open to all. Actually, there's going to be a fight soon. You can go and hop in if you want. Good, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, let's go get my teeth kicked in. Come on, what is this 2-on-1 business? Heh, you managed to take down one opponent. Not bad, but that won't bring you any prize money. Now if I were you, I'd go back in there and show everyone what I can do. Trying to get this shield. Too rusty. What was that spin? I missed. I didn't hit his shield. I wouldn't have hit anything at all. Oh, wow, I just got owned. You definitely put up a good fight there. Good moves. You show promise. You earned a prize of 50 dinars for knocking down 3 opponents. Ha! That's quite the bruise you're sporting. But don't worry, everyone gets trounced once in a while. The important thing is to pick yourself off, dust yourself off. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep fighting. That's what champions do. I got you. Got me. Went up to 12. Your performance was amazing. You are without a doubt a very skilled fighter. Not everyone can knock down 12 people in the fights. Of course you deserve a nice prize for that. 200 dinars. Ah, 23. But you know, that's pretty good for being a foot soldier. I think we're done here. I save here. Training. Let's visit the castle. Seneschal Borgren. Good day, Tran. Welcome to Ravenstern. I am the Seneschal of the town and serve the Lord here with day-to-day tasks. Perhaps one day, when you are Lord of a fief, you will engage the services of your steward as well. Do I know you? Dude. 40 controversy. Now, controversy does not necessarily mean they're evil or anything. It just means that they have had some failures in war, I believe. Let's see here. Let's look at some of the other kings. We'll click on him. Oh, how about kingdom? Alright, Sarleon. That was the... Alright, 20 controversy, but this is the guy that was mean to our dad. Actually, let's take a look at the Kingdom of Sarleon. Wow, they're at war with everybody, huh? 80, okay. 80. 100. So this guy's actually got one of the least controversies. My name is Tran, at your service, sir. I am King Gregory IV, the ruler of the Kingdom of Ravenstern and Lord of Ravenstern. I see that you carry a nobleman's banner, although I do not recognize the device. Know that I am always looking for good men to fight for me, once they prove themselves to be worthy of my trust. Good, of course, Tran, farewell. I just wanted to meet the king. Oh yeah, that's not shift. Shift does not run, that's... Shift to zoom in. Hello there, Wanderer. If you have a moment, I would have a word. Of course, what do you need? Those damnable Mist Mountain raiders appear when least expected and vanish back into their mountains without a trace. I'll confess that I've done a bit of trading with them in the past. Their gold is as good as anyone's. Still, they've gone too far this time. My younger brother went off hunting the other day and failed to return. Those Mist Mountain barbarians sent me his ear in a bag with an ill-written note demanding 1,000 dinar ransom for him. They say they will send more important parts of him next. They don't have the ransom within 2 days. He's the last of my family, my parents are dead, and I promised my father on his deathbed I'd look after the boy. He's worthless as a merchant, has as much trading sense as a hound, but I swore to my father to keep him safe, so I must rescue him. So here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with the blade, and more importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Pendor to seek your fortune. This is what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small but strong party, track down these Mist Mountain raiders to their lair, and return my brother to me in good health. In return, you'll earn my lasting gratitude and a bit of silver. What say you? Very well, I will rescue your brother. You won't be able to do this by yourself, though. If you attack that warband by yourself, the hunter will become the hunted, I'll warrant. You'll first need to recruit some fighting men. There are always a few lads in the outlying villages looking for work more interesting than tilling the soil or hauling water. With a little training, they'll fight well. There are also mercenaries for hire in the taverns. They'll join you for pay. Visit the villagers and taverns and use the money to hire some men. You need at least 5 men behind you to fight the Mist Mountain Raiders. Bandit leaders are a mean bunch, so having experienced men with good equipment would be best. Very good. Very good, sir. I'll go collect some men from around the villages and check the tavern too. Good. You can find me again in the tavern here in Ravenstern after you get your group together. Then we'll speak about what to do next.
Yes. Well met. What can I do for you?
Greetings, friend. You look like the kind of man who'd do well to know me. I travel a great deal all across Pendor and keep an open ear for interesting information that you may find useful. Say, you fit the description of a fellow the few vile blokes are looking for. Tell you what, you pay me 30 gold, I will forget that I ever saw you. Just say that is nice to know for now.
Yes, good sir. Well met. Yes, well met. What can I do for you?
Greetings to you, sir. You look like someone who should get to know me. Why is that? I am with the local Red Brotherhood, and I broker ransoms for the poor wretches who are captured in these endless wars. Normally I travel between the interior towns and those slave markets on the coast, on commission from those whose relatives have gone missing. But if I'm out on my errands of mercy, and I come across a fellow dragging around a captive or two, well, there's no harm in a little speculative investment, is there? And you look like the type who might have a prisoner to sell. Additionally, I can let you hire some of the mercenaries we employ, in which some are veterans as well, for a lovely donation, of course. Very well, if you have any prisoners, I'll be happy to buy them from you, or I could organize some mercenaries if needed. Greetings. Do you seek skilled soldiers for your company? You speak like a damn snake priestess. I trust you are not one? You correctly identify my accent. I am Alyssa, a former serpent cult priestess, but the operative word is former. They tell me I was taken in the Empire as a baby, but my only memories are of the cult. I've forsaken the snake cult and shall never rejoin them. You have fought my cult, you know how skilled at arms we priestesses are. I am in deadly danger for my cult and must join a strong commander. There is safety in numbers for me. I will add that I have few reservations about fighting members of my cult. After all, they will feel no compunctions about killing me now that I have left them. In terms of my accommodation within your troop, you should know that we of the snake cult are vegetarians and prefer organic food. I will eat no meat and I do not drink wine. I understand how my fellow serpent cultists think, and can aid your strategies against them as well as assisting you in combating them. If I recruit you and see even one sign of snakish behavior, you're out. I shall endeavor to restrain what you term my snakish behavior if I join you. So if you arouse my snakish temper, well, surely you can see the benefit to having one of my sort in your company. This is against my better judgment, but alright, I'll take you on. Tran, I must insist that you pay me 2,000 dinars for an enlistment bonus, as I must pay some debts before I depart with your troop. Sorry, I can't afford that at the moment. Alright, back to the tournament. Very well, here are 2,000 dinars. Good, give me a few moments to prepare and I'll be ready to move. Let's leave whenever you're ready. Greetings, sir. Care to share some ale with a travel-weary knight? I'd like to learn more about your order. I was very curious to learn something about your order if you don't mind. I can indulge you if you're willing to part ways with some of that delicious ale in your baggage train. Now let's see. Ah yes, I remember. It was the 199th year of Pendor. Or was it 200? Anyway, Glorious Earl Clovis, Liege of Rain, was the Order's founding Grand Master. While I can't exactly remember why the Order was founded, I believe the scribes from Pointsburg stated that it had something to do with the Siege of Rain, when the royal family died off not a few short years before. Sounds like the history is a bit lost in mystery. Are you sure you can't remember more? Ah, yes, I remember a bit more now. The Siege of Rain caused the Lords of the Old Kingdom to secede and form the Kingdom of Ravenstern after the capital. The Lords of the North came together and signed the infamous Validus Charta, which is rumored to have consented for the birth of our order as an official noble influenced chapter. Why did the Lords choose to support Earl Clovis and the Knights at the time? The conflict with the lower kingdoms was only the beginning of the problems they faced back then. The Mist Mountain tribes found them to be more susceptible to attacks and raids as Ravenstern was already at war and standing on its own feet, without southern support. The Order was called upon to serve the kingdom and to quell all unrest that the tribes caused. Let me tell you, the Order gave no mercy to the tribes, which caused them to split exponentially into smaller ones, which, mind you, is much easier to control than a single tribe. Thank you for clearing that up for me. Okay. Talk to him already. We talked to him already. Talk to him already. Now talk to him. What is it you do? I compose and write songs for the lords of the land and their ladies. Sometimes I sing about war, sometimes about the virtues of king, and sometimes, for the more sophisticated audiences, about the virtue of wine. For most audiences, however, I sing of love. No, that is all.
Yes, my lord.
Let me see your equipment. That's 16 armor. Much faster. I'll take that. You take the heavy. I'll take that spear.
We'll have our pay. We'll have our fun.
Nice! First blood goes to you. Oh, come on. I ran into the invisible wall of death. I'm gonna load, but let's see what they do with me. I don't want to know the location of someone, I want to know the location of my target.
You down.
Finally, now you shall join your ancestors in hell. You intend to fight me? Which are you, drunk or just plain stupid? Actually, before you do that, upgrade these guys now. And I can upgrade myself. No, I can't.
We'll hunt you down. Rally on me!
Do you not need any of the caps? You know what? I can do this. I can level up tracking and find absolutely nothing, apparently. Here's my chance.
Hold your positions!
My troops should stay back.
Cavalry! This way!
An invisible wall.
Take them down!
Thank you for your help, stranger. We haven't met properly yet, have we? What is your name? My name is Tran. Well met, Tran. I am Lord Odovacar. Thanks for your help, and I hope we meet again. Apparently that counts as being eliminated by another party. Alright. So I gotta defeat them all on my own. Which is unlikely to happen right now, so I'll just let that quest fail. I wasn't really expecting Troublesome Bandits to have a bunch of knights in it. Splendid work. You have hired enough men to take on the Mist Mountain Raiders. Travelers entering Ravenstern have told us there's a small group of robbers lurking on the outside of town. I suspect that they're all from the same band, the one that took my brother. Hunt them down and defeat them, and make them disclose the location of their lair. What do you want? I've been looking for you. Tell me where you keep your prisoners and I'll let you go. Ha! Did you bring silver in hopes of ransoming one of our captives? No, but I brought steel. Pray, spare me, spare my life. Let me go and I'll go far away from here and learn an honest trade. You'll never hear of me again. I'll spare your life, but in exchange I want information. Either you or your fellows kidnapped the brother of a prominent merchant in town. Tell me where you're hiding him and give me your word that you'll stop troubling the people of these parts. You can go free. Oh, bless you, sir, bless you. We've done him no harm. We're keeping him in a camp near Vesen. I'll describe the area in nearby detail, so there's no mistake in it. You approach the hideout. The Mist Mountain raiders don't appear to have spotted you yet, and you can still sneak away unnoticed. The difficult approach to the site, down a narrow defile, means that only a handful of troops in your party will be able to join the attack, and they'll be unable to bring their horses. If your initial attack fails, the Mist Mountain raiders will easily be able to make their escape and disperse. If you wish to attack the hideout or wait for another occasion. Actually, give me a second. Nobody can... Well, you can level up. Take a look here. You have high agility, and you already have some in looting. So maybe you will be my looter? I don't know. I mean, one looting is not terribly large. I just don't know what other characters will have. Okay, well, I don't want to make a mistake on that, so we'll hold off on leveling you up for the moment until we get a couple more companions. I keep doing that because I think it's going to be sprinting. Oh, there goes one of my guys. I don't think 5 guys would have cut this. One is not my item. I think only Alyssa killed somebody. I think. Where the hell did that come from? Oh, I see him down there. Well, that sucked. I knew I couldn't bring horses, yet I still didn't bring in the right weapons. We'll load it, but we'll load, but I'm going to read this. Recover consciousness a short while later and see that the kidnappers have celebrated their victory by breaking open a cask of wine and have forgotten to take a few elementary precautions like binding your hands and feet. You manage to slip away. Based on the boisterous sounds from the hideout, you suspect that you may have yet some time to gather a few more followers and launch another attack. Can't read what it says. Does this chain the peasants? Yes, it does. Will you stop? Ooh, that was pretty close. Alright, I'm gonna have to turn down the graphics. Try another level. Still gotcha. Apparently my guys are losing over here. I didn't think that was possible. Well, I lost all my guys. 3 killed, 9 wounded. The bandits are broken. Those few who remain run off with their tails between their legs, terrified of the peasants and a new champion. The villagers have little left in the way of wealth after their ordeal, but they offer you all they can to show their gratitude. Few stating that they need these items more than you do. He's probably what's green right here or something. I don't know why I was having such a hard. I think because I inverted it just accidentally over there. How many grain? 6 packs. 30 days. I was gonna buy a bunch of extra grain for future quests, but it's fine. I just don't have enough inventory space right now. Don't have 218 dinars.
Ah, yes, good sir. Well met.
I salute you, Lord Captain. You are far from Singalean lands. What brings you to Pendor? It is a single land, as you have surmised. We are a simple people and our code is equally simple. We fight to the death in battle and never retreat. We do not desert our lords unless they prove themselves unworthy by cowardly flight from battle. This was the case with the lord whom I served. I have come to Pendor to regain through battle the honor I lost with my lord, who fled like a cur and disgraced us all. Like the many Singalean mercenaries willing to hire their service to any man with a handful of gold, I require a captain worthy of my hire. I am no common mercenary, and I would follow no leaders who cannot live up to my standards. You behold in me a stalwart warrior, not a caravan raiding mercenary, as too many of my people have become. I will fight for no rogue knight. If you really wish to regain honor, not just to die, I'll consider it. How many times must I tell you that I'm not your average Singalean mercenary, damn it? As long as you do not run from battle or display cowardly behavior, I shall fight for you faithfully. I might find a tribal maniac to be a distinct asset in my mercenary company. Honored Captain, I have debts to pay and must request a sum of 3,000 dinars before I join your followers. I do not have that. Yes, what is it you wish, stranger? I have little patience with tavern gossipers. I always speak to travelers in taverns. I like to hear the news. Very well, as you wish. I would welcome the company. My name is Donovan, and I come from across your western sea, though we call it another name in my homeland. I am the second son of Barclay Noble, whom you've likely not heard of, since my land is far away. I came to seek my fortune in Pendor, training men in the art of battle. Unfortunately, the lord here in Rain disapproves of the disciplinary methods needed to turn rebel into soldiers. I told him it was wiser to flog them now than to bury later, but he refused to listen and advised me to take my services elsewhere. If you know of a commander who would prefer to win battles rather than mollycoddle his soldiers, I would be grateful if you direct me to him. My lot could certainly use a bit of discipline and some more training. I'd be pleased to ride for you, at least a little while, and for pay and my share of many loot. I'm a skilled swordsman, and I can train and drill your men. I warn you in advance, however, that I will not serve under a leader who is lax in disciplinary matters, for no true soldier respects his offhand. Good. I'm pleased to hire someone like you. One last thing. I require an initial bounty of 3,000 dinars before I join your command. You never enter someone's service without receiving an advance payment. Can't afford that. Can't afford any of this, guys.